Hello guys, welcome to the Coder Shop. Today we are going to see how we can use the filters. So filters is the purpose of the filters in the Spring Boot is basically whenever we want to make sure like whenever any request is coming to hit our application, we have a certain rules that have to pass, right? So we will validate all the incoming requests. So there is various way of doing it. You can probably configure, you can probably write the logic inside your controller. Let's say in my case it's my controller, right? You can write the logic in my controller itself, right? Or if you have a 10 controller, you have to write inside all the 10 controller, right? Instead of that, Spring provide you the filters or adapters, also the other ways of doing it. So I'm using the filters. So in the filters, I just created one JWT filter and one per request filter is extending, right? It's class which is extended by this one. So once you extend this class, it will ask to override this do filter internal method. It's a like predefined methods, right? So this particular piece will make sure whenever is any request is coming to your application, right? It will come to this class first, then only go to the your application. Okay. How we can verify it? Let's add some system console log and check. Okay. So I'm now stopping and restarting my server. Okay, so my server is started. So this is my REST service. Okay, let me add it is. You can see it's printed. Okay. Now what I have to do? So here you can see. Here you can see I'm passing authorizer, and this is my token. Okay. The token I created using online website JWT builder. Okay. Here I am passing username and user and the name and some extra things, but I'm only looking for these two things and going to reuse in my application. Okay, so let's see how we can extract those values from my token. So for that we need one dependency, which is this one, java dependency, right? We can add this dependency and build your project, and then probably some of the things will be available. Okay, so first task will be what? Let's create one package. Try catch. Okay. Exception E. Oops. Okay. Now what we have to do? We have to check our bearer should not be null. Sorry, our token should not be null, right? So we can grab those things from our header. How we can grab? How we can get? So let's go inside this. So this is what the request.get header authorizer, what we are passing in the header, right? If you go here is authorizer and this is our token. Okay. So I got my header. Now I had to add certain conditions. Condition would be my header should not be null. Okay. Sorry. If my header is null, I can throw the error. If my header is not null, but my bearer is null, right? My token is not start with the bearer. So I can just throw in this error. Okay. Now what? If it's passing everything, I am just grabbing the sorry, I am just grabbing the token. Okay, how I can grab the token? It's pretty simple. Let's say uh, headers dot replace what replace, as I told you, the bearer, right? bar there and space replaced with what? Empty space. Okay, because I'm going to use this token. So it is a string JWT. Okay. Now what? From inside the JWT token, I need to grab some values. Okay. So for that, I need to decode this. How I can decode? JWT dot decode. Okay. So I can pass the JWT inside. Okay. And let's get some decoded JWT token. Okay. Oops. Decoded JWT. Okay. Now, once I have a decoded JWT, I need to grab the values from it, right? So it's simple. Whatever the values coming inside, we usually call that a claim, right? So get claim. What is the claim name? Claim name is user and just convert it as string. Okay. First one is this. Second one is what? User and name. Okay. And that we are going to set inside our JWT info object. Okay. JWT info dot set user. Simple. Similarly, I can paste here dot set name. Okay. Okay. Now print this value here. So let's see if you are getting those values or not. Okay. I'm stopping my server and restarting. So expected output would be this sysout will print user name and user, right? What is that user name? Satish and Satish. Let's see. Okay, server is started. I'm going to hit the service. Okay, you can see user is user K and name is Satish. So it is printing. Okay. So here I'm using this one get. Let's try with the some other methods. Get with age. Yeah, it is printing with this. Let's try with some other AI. Age and name. It is printing this also. Okay. So each and every time whenever any request coming to my application, the filter is the first thing which is triggered. Okay. Now how to use those info, right? So usually right, I already set it those values inside this JWT info. So I just auto add it here. If you see this one inside the controller, I'm printing those values here. Similarly, I'm doing the same thing inside my service. Okay. So usually those values should print, right? Okay. Let's see. I stop the server and restart again. Okay. So it should print the method, whatever method I'm getting. So let's see first, right? Which method I'm calling here? It's get all users. Okay. Let's go and hit the get all user. Get all users. So this one. Okay, you can see this one is first from filter, second one is the controller, third one is service, right? It means you are filter it, once your filter is triggered, right? Application is setting all the info from the token inside your JWT info, and that info you can use across your application, right? Usually sensitive information like user ID, okay, or maybe password, maybe some kind of ID that can be passed inside JWT, and which is required for our all the endpoints as a request, right? And That case, or there are many cases, right? I'm just telling the one scenario. In that case, we are using this type of way to handling it, right? Because I don't want to write this filtering logic for all the controllers. So that's why I just created one centralized place, and that is basically triggering for my all requests and setting those values. Okay. In the next video, I will cover how we can create the JWT token using our own secrets. Okay, and how to and some extra steps using JWT token. Okay. Thank you so much. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you. See you.